The signing of Ronaldinho's son has brought hope to many nostalgic Barcelona fans. It was Ronnie himself who revealed that his son, João Mendes, would sign a deal with the club. "I'm never out of the club, Barcelona is part of my life, I always carry Barcelona with me. And now, with my son's arrival, I'll be even more present. With his arrival I'll be more present than ever." Mendes joined Barcelona a few months ago, after a trial with the youth team. And while some speculated an early return to Brazil, where he played for Cruzeiro, Barcelona president Joan Laporta revealed that Ronnie's son was a hot prospect. "He looks like a pretty good footballer. So far, so good." Mendes signed a deal with the youth team, and even played in a friendly against Manchester United. Mendes is an attacking player, just like his father. But, in contrast to Ronaldinho, João isn't a playmaker, he is a striker. And he's left-footed. Two big differences already. Mendes is also an adept dribbler and can easily play with both feet, as he proved when he joined Cruzeiro's U17 team. Skillful in 1v1 situations, Mendes may not be as technical as his father, that would be insane. But his ability to dribble past opponents is one of his major strengths. He's not particularly strong physically but knows how to hold the ball up, and play as a target man if required. And he's also a specialist in shooting from distance. Man, it certainly seems as if he would have been a good fit to play alongside his father. Oh well, maybe we'll see that in the Kings League one day, who knows? Ronaldinho's son accompanied his dad during his appearance at the tournament. João watched his father in action alongside another Barcelona legend, Gerard Piqué. Did the former defender play a special role in Mendes' success at the trials? João Mendes' arrival at Barcelona has divided opinion, as many believe he's there thanks to his father's legacy. His uncle and agent, Roberto de Assis Moreira, assured that this was not the case, and that Mendes simply seized the opportunity during his trial at Barcelona's academy. Could this theory be true? Absolutely. Nevertheless, the offspring of footballing legends have always carried the enormous burden of being, well, sons of legends. And Mendes' performances will understandably be scrutinized in microscopic detail, to see if he is indeed Barcelona material, or a potential flop. On the other hand, there's no denying that Ronaldinho has always had a good relationship with Laporta. During his first stint as president, he signed the Brazilian, before he later returned as an ambassador during Laporta's second term. And Laporta doesn't want to lose one of his best representatives. Why do we say this? Because Paris Saint-Germain, the first European team for whom Ronaldinho starred, also want him as ambassador. So, some think that signing Ronnie's son could be a strategic move to retain the legend rather than one based on sporting merit. Having analyzed his strengths, we must address his weaknesses. Reports say that the 18-year-old has a poor first touch, which often means he slows down the team's progress. And there's also issues with his physique. Mendes looks too thin for elite football. He's still a teenager, so this can easily be improved, but for the time being, he lacks the durability required to face Europe's toughest defenders. And that was evident during his debut. He failed to make an impact during their 3-1 victory against Manchester United, and was subdued throughout. So what about the man who has the final say, Barcelona coach, Xavi Hernandez? The former midfielder hasn't spoken about Mendes and his potential arrival in the first team. But him and Ronaldinho were good pals during their days together at the club. They won the 2006 Champions League together, and Xavi has always praised Ronaldinho's importance to the team. You didn't think we'd leave without giving our verdict, did you? Never let it be said that Oh My Goal doesn't have its own opinion. Very few players can be considered better than Ronaldinho, so it would be totally unfair to put his son in that bracket. Even Ronnie himself asked not to be compared to his son. It gives me a normal father fear of the comparisons that will exist his whole life. But he has a very good head, so I'm happy. I'm always there to support, that's my role. I don't like to give him too much. I think he has to learn, he's at a very good age. That being said, we think that Mendes has what it takes to become a professional football player. In fact, when he joined Cruzeiro, he hid who his father was, so he wouldn't receive special treatment. Is he good enough for Barcelona? He probably wouldn't have had the chance to play at the youth team if he wasn't Ronaldinho's son, that's for sure. So we're inclined to say no, but is it really that bad to have him in the youth team? After all, in terms of marketing, having a player with Ronaldinho's DNA is always attractive. Moreover, the youngster has a Spanish passport, so his eventual arrival to the first team wouldn't take the place of a foreigner, which would open the door for him to join any side within the European Union. Besides, if Mendes eventually become a star, Barcelona would be widely criticized for not having kept him. Something similar could happen with Cristiano Jr. Would Manchester United and Juventus have rushed to sign him if he wasn't Cristiano Ronaldo's son? Probably not. But there's a lot more for them to win than lose in that situation. João Mendes needs to build his own path. He will never brush aside the fact that his father is one of the greatest footballers of all time. But he's determined to become a Blaugrana and make a name for himself. I'm very happy and grateful for the opportunity.